Hey, I've mentioned a few times in some of my other videos how I was constantly getting cheated on in my abusive relationship, and how back and forth it was because he would either hide it really well for a long time and then tell me about it after the affair was over, so I couldn't really get super pissed about it because it was in the past, which is ridiculous. Don't ever let anybody convince you of that. I still feel pretty dumb for letting him control my opinions like that. But anyway, the more it happened, the more frantic I got, until I reached a point where instead of jealousy and like wondering why I wasn't good enough or what I could have done to prevent it, my thoughts switched to almost like hoping that this girl would be so perfect that he would want to leave me. Like, that would be my out, which eventually was my out. He found this girl while he was off on a business trip and came home telling me that he was gonna see where it goes, so he needed me to not be in his way while he tries for this thing that could be really great for him. And so at that point it switched from like jealousy and being anxious all the time and being like wondering what he's doing or who he's talking to. Like, all of that disappeared, and I, in some respect, felt pity for this girl. Like, you poor thing, you have no idea what's coming. But also, like, girl, do better. I legitimately thought about reaching out to her at one point just to be like, pull him to you so I can get out. I didn't do that though. But at the time, it felt so wrong, like, to feel that way. I thought I must be a horrible person, that I want him to be with someone else so that I have an excuse to leave. Like, why don't I just have the backbone to stand up and leave on my own without him being the one to lead the situation? Again, I'm sure you've heard me say that I didn't realize at that point that it was abuse. I just thought I was unhappy and ungrateful and a terrible wife and all this other stuff, that the abuse makes you feel like you're a terrible person and you're the one being abused. It's so... I still don't know how to explain it, and I've been out for 6 years. So that switch, I guess it wasn't a total switch, because even though he told me about it, I was still kind of creeping on him, and he tried to make me feel guilty for following through with the divorce. And at one point, I almost thought that I was gonna back out of it. Like, had a straight up panic attack on the way to the courthouse to sign the papers and follow through with it, and I really didn't think I was gonna make it happen. But I was still like checking his phone. He was talking to so many girls right before the divorce. Thank goodness, honestly, that I saw that, because I think it was one more thing that pushed me to go ahead and like follow through with it. Being in that state of mind, even though I didn't want to be with him, just knowing still that he would rather have all these other girls instead of me still was really damaging to my confidence. Like, I just felt like the biggest piece of trash in the world. That's how they get you. Like, that is the narrative that they create so that you don't have the power to control anything. They're controlling how you feel about yourself and who they get to be with and what they get to do and what they get away with. Like, they literally control everything. There is no other option when you're in a relationship with a narcissist. There's nothing you can do besides get out, because they are not going to change. It's only going to get worse. Anyway, I think I kind of lost direction on this video, but my main point was, if you reach that feeling of, oh, thank goodness there's another one, like, go pay attention to someone else, get away from me. That is a clear sign to leave. Do not stay in that relationship. I don't care what you think, how hard you think it's gonna be on your own without them, or how much of a headache it's gonna be to separate everything and fight over the kids in court. I know it's not easy. For your safety, for your sanity, for your health, you've got to get yourself away from that. That situation is not worth staying in for any reason at all. No matter what it is, you can figure it out. Get yourself safe. Love you, bye.